a small but determined hamster, sat in his cramped cage, surrounded by a dozen other hamsters. He gazed longingly through the bars, dreaming of a life beyond. The chatter of the pet shop was a constant reminder of his current confinement.
One day I will be free.
Max whispered to himself, his tiny heart filled with hope. Pearl, a strange girl with wild hair and mismatched socks, pointed excitedly at the cages. Her mother, equally eccentric, nodded encouragingly.
I want this one.
Pearl squealed, her eyes fixed on Max.
Choose wisely, dear.
Her mother advised, her voice as whimsical as her attire. Despite Max's silent protests, Pearl reached in and plucked him from the cage, sealing his fate. Max, now in a new cage, looked around in disbelief. He felt out of place in this cotton candy world. The room was both a prison and a playground, but all Max could think about was escape.
I must find a way out.
Max resolved, watching Pearl closely. Max saw his chance when Pearl approached the cage. With a burst of determination, he bit down on her finger, causing her to yelp in surprise.
Ouch!
Pearl cried, recoiling in shock. Seizing the opportunity, Max scurried out of the cage and darted through the open window, disappearing into the night. Max and Luna built a life together, filled with adventure and joy. Their family grew rapidly, with baby hamsters filling their cozy home. We must help those still trapped, Luna suggested one evening, her eyes shining with determination. Max nodded, his heart swelling with purpose. Together, they set out to free the others. As the last cage was opened, a triumphant cheer echoed through the shop. The hamsters scampered into the night, their freedom restored.
Now for the final act.
Max declared, leading the charge back to Pearl's house. Pearl awoke to find herself enclosed, her world suddenly much smaller.
I understand now.
Pearl whispered, tears in her eyes. The hamsters watched silently, knowing that their message had been received. As they scampered away, a sense of justice and peace settled over them.